Hi friends, in previous session we learned what is SQL, what is a database and what is RDMS and data types in a SQL server. Okay, in this session we learn how to create a database and how to create a tables in a database with the help of these types, these are data types. Now I'm removing this and I'm creating the database using SQL. So how to create a database? How to create database? So by using below syntax, I can create a database. Create database and my database is a DB DB employee. I'm giving my database name. So select on this query and click on execute. It will create the new database. And if you see that database, expand the database folder and see here. If not visible here, and right click on that database. Okay, refresh once it will be visible to here. So I created the DB employee is my database name. Now I want to create a table in a database. This I have to select DB employee. Okay, now I want to create a one table in this database. Now if we expand this database, we'll see the multiple folders inside that. So if you create any table, it will store in a inside the this table folder. If you create views, it will store in a views folder. If you create a store procedure, it will store inside the programmability, and inside again store procedure we have a folder. It will store in a store procedures. And if you create any sequences, it will store in a this sequence folder. We learn all this in a coming sessions. Now just focus on how to create a table in a database. Now I create the DB employee is my database. Now how to create a table? How to create table? Okay, how to create a table? So by using this syntax, create table. So my table name is a TBL employee. Okay, and open the bracket. Here I'm giving the my column names. So I want to give employee ID. The data type is a integer. So previous session I told you we have a data type int, teeny int, small int, big int, all that. Now I'm using the this integer type. I want to store a int type. Now I'm giving the first name. So I'm giving the first name is my column name and giving the varchar. So varchar of I'm giving the size is a 30. Now I want to store last name. I want to create a last name is my column name. I'm creating the last name varchar of 30. I have given the size whatever you want. You can give anything. Now I'm giving the 40. So whatever the size you want to give, you can give. Now I want to store some date value. I want to store a data. So I'm giving the joining data. Okay, joining date is my column name, and I'm giving the date time. Date time is my data type. I want to store boolean value. In that scenario, I want to give the easy active is my column name and giving the type is a bit. Okay, so here I'm giving the boolean and I'm giving the date time and I'm giving the integer and giving the varchar, and I want to store some country codes. Okay, those are the specific length only. We'll discuss in coming session the difference between varchar, date time, bit and char, all this. But in this session just to focus on how to create a table. Now I want to store country code. Okay, just give country code is my column name. So I want specifying the char is my data type. I'm giving the character length is a 2. Okay, now select this query. Okay, select and execute. Click on execute. Our table is created. How to see this? Now write a select query. Select star from TBL employee. Select star from TBL employee. So run this query and we will see all the columns here which are presented in a TBL employee. Now if you see here, whatever the columns I created, those columns I'm able to see now. Now I want to insert some data in this table. How to insert? So how to insert data in a table? By using below syntax we can insert insert into TBL employee values. Okay, TBL employee, and we have to specify the column names to insert values. So we'll see the different ways to insert values in a table. We'll see. So I'm going to giving the employee ID and giving the first name. Okay, and I'm giving the last name. Okay, and I'm giving the joining data. Okay, and I'm giving the is active, it is a boolean true or a false, and I'm giving the country code, the character data type is a char. I want to store values, so I have to specify the values, and employee ID is 1 and first name is Shiva, and I'm giving the last name is G, and we have a joining date, use a get date function, and is active I'm giving the 1, and a country code I'm giving the country code is India. Okay, now if I run this query, the data will store in a table. Okay, now one row is affected successfully, and I want to see data is inserted or not. See, now data is inserted. In coming session, what is the problem of if I give less length here, varchar of 20, varchar of 4, if I give less size, what is the problem? How to resolve that problem? We'll discuss in the next session. Okay friends, thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.